Check.
Check.
Courtney.
1, 2.
Check.
Good. Courtney, you're gonna have to be a lot louder. You can't turn up your mic.
Already critiquing the first woman
Check,
on the podcast.
check.
No, not the first
Not
one.
that loud. That was too loud, and it sounded gross.
Fuck you.
Hey, everybody. You're listening to the We Cool podcast. This is a podcast where we apologize for things, we demand apologies, and we read anonymous listener apologies. I'm one of your hosts, Ryan Call, sitting to the left of me. Unless you're looking at us on YouTube, then it would be the right, is the illustrious Grant Winkles.
Hello.
And today we are joined by a very special guest, the magnanimous Courtney Baka.
Wow, thank you.
Welcome, Courtney.
Ryan, tell us what magnanimous means.
Well, actually, it's funny that you say that because typically we have our hosts give a definition of how we describe them, the word.
Our podcast is a lot like a word a day calendar.
Okay.
So what would magnanimous mean, Courtney?
I don't
It's a
fucking
quiz.
know.
It's a quiz
You
show,
tell
too.
me what you think it
It's
means.
a flower. The
I think it's a
magnanimous is-
strong metal.
Okay. I think it's a strong metal flower.
It's a
Or,
superhero.
as the Chinese would say, the vagina. A strong metal flower.
Confucius.
Yep.
Confucius says.
The Chinese, for years, have called the vagina a strong
metal flower. I like that. I start calling it that.
What's up, Courtney? How's it going?
Hi, gang.
Thanks for doing the
Good.
podcast. It's been a long time coming.
I know.
Are you
It's,
excited?
I'm a little.
Are you worried?
Yeah, I'm a little
Why?
worried.
What are you anxious about?
Well, for the listeners who don't know, or viewers, what do you call them? Fans?
Yeah. We don't call them
Super
anything.
fans.
I don't think we've ever referred to them.
We call them pieces of shit sometimes.
So for the pieces of shit at home,
Or, yeah, like Henry, Zach.
My mom.
That's about it.
Henry,
Brenda.
Brenda,
That's what we call it. We're on a first name basis with
Most
all
of our fans.
listeners.
with both of your fans. Does Terry watch?
Absolutely not. He couldn't figure it out.
Terry's Ryan's dad.
I bet my mom's tried to make him watch, and I don't think he will.
And he's like, how'd they get Ryan into that computer?
Well, he'll be like, wait a sec. He'll like watch it for 5 minutes, and he'll go, wait, this isn't MSNBC. This isn't Lawrence O'Donnell on MSNBC.
Where's Rachel Maddow?
Yeah. Where's that short-haired lesbian who's going to tell me what I need to think?
He thought you were Rachel Maddow for like 5 minutes, but then he catches
He's like,
on.
wait, why does Rachel
Hold on.
Maddow saying stuff about the Chinese? She doesn't usually.
It doesn't sound like Rachel.
She wouldn't usually dip her toe into such a controversial topic as to what the Chinese call vagina.
Okay, well, you were.
Oh.
So we
why
don't
it's
know.
been a long time coming.
Yeah.
Because I am Ryan's ex-girlfriend. And
From
I
two
thought
girlfriends ago.
Yeah, several girlfriends ago. But
Yeah,
it
that's
was
like
contentious.
season 1.
It was, yeah.
Season 2, maybe. I don't know.
Which, by the way, your exes love it when you refer to them as how many girlfriends ago they were.
Uh-huh.
I found that
Like your relationship length is not like the same as everyone else's.
If-
We're not all
yeah.
having the same seasons as you.
It's also kind of like if it's like reboots,
Yeah.
like if
You
you
got
were
recast.
Batman, you would be like Michael Keaton in Ryan's like run of Batman.
She was the Adam West Batman of girlfriends, where things were pretty goofy, but
Yeah.
Always a classic, though, you know?
Yeah. Well, is that something you guys want to talk about here? Am I going to be mediating this?
It
or-
was
don't think we
risky,
need to,
I think, to go on an apology-based podcast.
Yeah.
when she
With
has so
your
many
ex.
things to apologize to
Oh,
me for. Like most relationships, in this one, the woman did a bunch of bad stuff.
Oh my
Yes.
God, this still feels like a bad idea. Like it's been, you guys have been chill for a while, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, let's tinker with that.
yeah, let's get some mics in here and just see how it goes.
Let's tinker with the very fragile stability that you two have managed to cobble together over the last, I don't know, year.
Do we need to be worried about the laptop?
No,
turning off?
I don't think so. The
green light is
Are you
still
sure?
on.
I think so.
Yeah,
Either way, we're getting the audio on here, so
and that's what
Okay.
really
quit evading. Quit evading.
Well, I don't
It's-
think we even need to discuss the relationship. I think we're here as three musketeers.
Mhm.
What
Well,
did the
Three
musketeers do?
muscular musketeers.
What did the musketeers do?
Something
what did they
with
accomplish?
muskets.
I know that, they wore capes and they had
Did they?
Those really skinny swords.
Yeah, they had skinny swords. I don't think they had
Those
muskets.
do you know what those are called?
No.
Rapiers. A
Oh,
rapier.
rapier.
Why do you think they call it that,
I
Grant?
don't know. I don't know. The French? You know the French.
They love rapier.
This reminds me of a rapier.
My very pointy, skinny penis. And you know what to do with those.
Yeah. We rapier.
The English translation. Oh, that's toss me that raper.
Two things that the French love is fine dining and rape.
Often at the same time.
Pepe Le Pew. He taught us a lot of what not to do.
Yeah, he was real rapey.
Mm-hmm. I think he's canceled. Pepe's canceled.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, he wasn't in Space Jam 2
I think
trying to rape Lola Bunny.
Please
let me rape you. Just chasing around a different
He's
animal.
opening for Louis C.K. now.
Yeah, nice. That's good for him.
Yeah.
And
Louis
Chris
opening for
D'Elia.
him,
Yeah.
Today
It's a big get.
at the MGM Grand. Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, he's got a Vegas residency.
Do you ever notice how the famous skunk see no one to have sex with her, but then you do?
And he just like sprays the audience.
That's his closer.
They love it.
He's like, he's what's the opposite of a social justice warrior? What do you call those?
Like
a
a
culture,
Proud Boy?
like a culture warrior. Is that
I don't know.
guys who always talk about cancel culture? That'd be
Yeah.
Pepe.
Yeah,
I
he's like
think.
Jordan. He is Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
He's
Andrew
just a
Tate.
skunk
The
Jordan
French
Peterson.
skunk,
Yeah.
Jordan Peterson.
Oh man.
Do you ever thought you hated when the Bugs Bunny he dressed up as girl, you try to rape him, and then you realize this is a Bugs Bunny. Don't you hate it when that happened?
Dude, he was like a hot chick.
Mm-hmm.
Some big old titties.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think the skunk was trying to fuck a cat, right? Was it?
Sylvester?
No. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
maybe. Yeah, I think so
Yeah,
because it was
Pepe
a
is
female
like,
cat.
Yeah. So
It was
he's
a-
also like doing some weird bestiality stuff, or
Well, it's not really bestiality if it's
think it's
beast on
progressive.
beast,
but
right?
it's still, it's cross species.
Googling,
Yeah.
could a skunk get a cat pregnant?
That's what everybody was doing, like when Google first came out. It was
Skittens.
It's like
that's what
how
you'd call them.
skittens.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. Skunks are
Skittens?
cute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like one of those.
Well, do you guys have any apologies to demand from each other, or maybe apologize to each other? Is there any?
Courtney, you
Oh
can start.
man. So from what I understand, your podcast is like, it's like you made it weird, right? Like you get deep, you get
Yeah, we
really
get very
into
serious.
people cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love Pete Holmes.
Yes. Talk about the lessons you've learned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Here's the thing about me. I've never, and the listeners probably know this, but I've never, the piece of shit at home probably knows. I've never learned a single lesson in my entire life because I keep doing the wrong thing, but things work out just well enough.
Yeah.
And so, in a lot of ways, what's the point of learning a lesson then?
Yeah. Well.
You're like a cartoon character where every day just starts anew.
I open my closet; it's all the same pair of clothes.
You never age.
Yep.
You've been 10 years old since I've known you. All right. Well, you guys seem pretty reserved on that front, so maybe we can maybe we can come back around to that.
Yeah. Why don't we, Grant? We'll bring on one of your ex-girlfriends.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then
let's
we'll
do
have
it.
you guys do it.
What, we did have one right in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that was like early on.
That was
right?
very early on. I doubt she's still
Which
tuning in.
I
We've
love
lost.
because she was waiting. She was
Yeah.
waiting for her chance,
Yeah.
and then she was like,
waiting
"Holy
about 10
shit."
years. Yeah. a
She's like, I
decade.
can't wait until my ex comes out with an apology-based podcast.
Which
Yeah.
is bound to happen at some
Hop
point.
right on
Every woman goes through that phase of her life.
Yes.
I had a weird. I was going through my. I was searching for something in my email the other day, and whatever the keyword search popped up like an old email from one of my other ex-girlfriends, and it was just like really.
Why were you guys emailing?
We were not in contact.
I love you. Subject, I love you.
No,
Body.
no,
Smooch, smooch, smooch.
that was not the vibe.
I'm thinking of you, Grant.
It
I
was-
know you said that you're fighting the war right now, but I hope you come home soon.
Yeah, the culture war. No, it
if it's an email, it's bad.
Yeah.
Usually it's like,
Yeah.
I have some things to say.
We
To
were
whom
no
it
longer
may
in
concern.
contact, so that's
Yeah.
why it was an email,
Yeah.
because that was the one way you could
Yeah.
get it across. And it just like, I don't know, it was fucked up and weird. And it's like, it was from 2015, so it's like, I can't. They should dump those for sure.
They really should. No one wants to know.
No, those are cultural records.
That's gonna go in the
war
Library of
before
Congress.
Trump.
Our
BT.
grandkids are going to go through our inboxes. And
Yeah, but it was when you see something like that you kind of. I didn't think that was still in my email, and
Yeah.
it like kind of fucked with my head a little
It's, like,
bit.
jarring.
Yeah.
What about real quick?
Because
Just
it was sad. It was like a really sad email. She wrote me about how she had like a really bad year since we broke up. And,
Oh, no.
And like she missed our friendship. I'm oversharing right now for sure.
Damn.
But she cheated on me and broke my heart. So fuck her.
Oh, well,
anyway,
yeah.
So it was like a year and a half after that.
Yeah.
I was not over it. Still clearly not. But no, it was just weird. Like it was almost like you throw all that shit away, like the cards and stuff that you keep from your exes, or I don't know if you
burn
guys.
'em.
Yeah, there you go.
you
yeah.
got to burn them.
Well, Ryan never gave me or wrote me anything.
Yep.
So
And
That's another
That was
option.
actually very thoughtful of me at the time, because I knew, hey, this is going to end one day. I don't want to put her through the emotional distress of having things
Things to burn.
yeah, just save time.
She got right over it.
But you can't. Here's the thing: you can't burn an email.
You can delete it.
I don't know.
It's
how.
much less cathartic to just be like delete.
Yeah.
Isn't it
Yeah, I just
frustrating?
threw my laptop into the street, like
You
my
toss it
brand
into
and
new
then
the
it's
MacBook.
still
Yeah.
in your email. Like you buy a new laptop and you're like, I guess I got to throw this one too. I guess it didn't learn its lesson the first time.
burn my laptop the next time.
It is frustrating. So two things. One, it's frustrating that there isn't just a click all button and delete all my emails, because I have 7,892 unread
You're one of
emails.
these guys. Don't you have a crazy amount of text messages?
I used to, but then I realized there's one button that you can push to select all, read all.
I don't even.
Yeah, so you
get,
don't have to see it.
I don't
Yeah.
get how you can even let that number get to that.
Because you
think
don't
about how
open
many,
them.
Yeah, think about how many emails you get a day.
No,
that you're
emails,
like, I don't give
yes,
a fuck
but
about
texts.
That. Yeah.
How you used to have like 400 unread
Well, I was
texts.
very depressed, and a lot of those were from my dad.
But oh man, so is that like one thread that'll have like 100 messages in it?
No,
Do you
I
know
don't
what
know.
Well, I
I mean?
think
It's
that's
just like-
individual threads.
So you had
right?
like 200 chats
Well, you
going.
have like a bunch of chats going, and then you go, all right, I'm done responding to that. And then you just don't click it to click read.
And I think some of them even are like, hey, your DoorDash driver's here.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to open that.
I open those
And you
Why?
say,
because I hate the little
Yeah.
letters, the numbers.
the other thing that I was thinking about, speaking of like your kids going to like be able to like read through your old emails, you know, I like the idea of like your grandkids being like, yeah, he keeps falling for the tiny penis scam. It's like the 6th time he's responded to one of these emails, and he's gotten ripped off for like $600 every time. This is in a 2-year
maybe-
span. He got ripped off 6 times.
Maybe it's just a product that works, and
just
we
keeps
need to keep going.
repurchasing.
We need to keep ratcheting it up. You know?
See all the
you ever
open,
think about that?
horny singles in your area.
Yeah, I've been getting those in text message form now. What the?
Holy
They're
shit.
texting you.
Yeah, they're
evolving.
They're sliding in.
They're really
sliding.
trying to reach you.
Life finds a way.
These horny singles are lonely.
No, it's the more. Let me see.
No, that's your brother texting you.
Here. This will grow your dick by 3 inches in 1 week.
Well, you got to click on that link. I mean, go on.
Dick is all caps there. This will grow your dick.
You're gonna wake up and you're gonna go, "Oh my dick! Grew 3 inches
I
in
always
1 week."
do. That's what I always do. Oh my fucking dick! This is my
This is
fucking
gonna
dick.
grow your stinky cock 8 times one day.
You disgusting pecker.
You're a piece of fucking shit. That sucks.
Do women get those? Probably.
This is gonna make your pussy sweat.
This is gonna make your pussy smaller.
There's no products for a tighter
Shrink
pussy.
your pussy by 3 inches in 1 week.
Do you want your pussy to be this small?
Oh man, if
Have
only.
the pussy of a baby in 2 weeks.
I asked this fucking idiot for a business-related email. a couple weeks ago, and I
To
kept
get booked,
asking him
to get booked at CCU.
Okay.
I kept asking. I was like, "Where's
like an
the
email address or what?
No,
Oh, you wanted
So
him
I
to
was
send
sending a reel. I was sending a
Yeah.
reel to her to post
Okay.
for CCU's account.
And
Okay.
what did you title it?
I don't remember, but it had profanity in it.
Yeah, it was like something, my tiny asshole. And I
Shrink
couldn't
my
find
tiny
it.
asshole.
Shrink my time.
And then
Obviously, it goes to
Yeah.
I
fucking
sent
spam.
it. She was like, "Yeah, it never arrived." And I was like, "You know what? Maybe check your spam folder."
You sound like a Lithuanian scam website when you type out an email header.
That's just me trying to be funny. Yeah,
Shrink my tiny asshole.
I was born to be a Lithuanian salesperson.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I'm over the. I wish we could just get off these damn phones.
Why?
You know what I mean?
What would you be
What do you
doing?
mean, why?
What would you be doing other than being on your phone?
Read a book.
Yeah.
Look at a loved one.
Studying art.
Oh, you're just gonna look at him? Oh, there he is.
Maybe converse with them.
Yeah, well, you
Ryan?
can text them, you FaceTime them. What about that? What about when you're not near them?
Yeah, no, you're right.
I think phones get a bad rep.
Yeah.
And social
okay.
media,
Hold
too.
on. Is it bad rep or bad rap?
No, it's
Bad
rap.
reputation.
I thought it was rap.
No, I think it's rap.
Let's see. You Google bad rap, a 50 Cent song is going to come up.
What?
You Google bad rap.
Whoa, hot take.
I said it. Bad rep.
versus bad rap.
Or someone has it spelled W-R-A-P. Bad
No,
rap is
come
considered
on now.
wrong and is best saved for referring to wraps and tortillas.
What? No.
Rap.
Yeah. To describe when someone is falsely convicted of a criminal charge or is on the receiving end of unjustified criticism is bad rap, not bad rap. What? No, I'm saying, is it bad rep or bad rep?
Wait,
There we
what
go.
about this? Okay, a restaurant for newly released felons,
Okay.
and they only make burritos, and it's
Yeah.
called Bad Rap.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Rap
good.
sheet is what I was
Rap
gonna-
sheet.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like.
Bad rap is a noun phrase.
Give it up,
It's
Ryan.
a noun phrase.
Bad rep is a misspelling of bad rap. No.
Okay, so we were.
It's rap, right?
It is
R-A-P?
rap, is what it
Well,
seems
this
like.
is no pop-up. Just
What's the pop up?
it's asking me if
Is it
I
about
want,
horny
want to
singles?
improve my writing. It's chart graphs.
knows.
Bad rep versus bad rap.
Okay,
in
this
English
is
books since
unbearable.
1800.
This is such bad
unbearable.
content.
Well, the listeners wanted to know, and that's what happens.
That's what happens.
Henry and Brenda want to know.
Do you guys have anything to demand an apology for or anything? Like not, just in general? I'm trying to think if I have any. Oh yeah.
I could demand an apology from Sam's dog for being so mean to me.
Yeah. You've been bit by a lot of dogs recently too, haven't you?
Not recently, but I have in my professional career, yes, as a dog raper. Hey, I don't like the job, but somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to rape these dogs. Frank the dog raper.
This is
Finally, someone takes
We've
care
said
of it.
rape too many times in this
No.
This is a
episode,
rape
I think.
heavy episode. I knew I was going to
Grant,
get canceled coming
This
on
is
here.
what happens. You fucking want a woman on the podcast so bad. Look what happens.
Now, yeah, we should maybe we should address that. We're gonna try and have more women on the podcast.
We've tried to get women on this podcast.
Why are you pointing at the laptop?
They don't want to do it, okay? It's not our fault. They've heard about it. They've listened to it. They say, that's not a podcast for us. That's fine. We're trying, folks.
You guys had Ellie.
Yeah, we've had Ellie on.
We've had one other woman on.
No, we
yes.
had Chloe on as well.
Yep.
Anybody else? I mean, Tommy.
Certainly. there have
Tommy's
been-
like femme,
Yeah.
Yeah, Tommy.
so we kind of have a.
We've done female characters.
and
have
that's
we?
not offensive at all.
The character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we have done any.
Damn, that sucks. We need to do more.
Well, you guys
female
hate
characters.
women.
We don't hate women. We're ambivalent to them.
Women hate us.
Yeah.
That's what's the women don't hate us. We're all nice lads, aren't we? We're good
You're
boys.
good. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's got
But
his
women
moments.
don't hate him.
Eh.
Some women love me.
Some women hate him.
Yeah.
Oh, lesbians. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, we did
talk
talk
about
about
it?
that.
last
Yeah.
week. Yeah,
That's that we covered
fucking
that.
asshole of a woman.
It's fun calling women assholes.
Dude,
it really is.
he called me that night and the next day.
We talked
to
for a while
complain
that night,
about
too.
that woman whose name
I
I
talked
won't.
to both of you guys about her.
Yeah, we talked for a while that night.
He was so mad.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
does she
well, yeah.
get
I mean,
Did you guys
Ryan?
say her name?
no, we
Okay,
didn't. Ryan, your ability to hold a grudge is impressive. Or you do like I don't know. You don't really hold on to it that long, do you?
I hold a grudge like someone who is genuinely oppressed.
Yeah, yeah. Like
No, you
something-
do hold a grudge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of, like, there have been times when you were
Bad
mad.
waitress when we went to.
Oh, yeah. And
What
that
what
restaurant
happened?
changed management, and you still wouldn't eat there.
Well, that restaurant fucking sucks
It's
because
not
the
good.
premise, like, you need to know going in, and you do. They lay it all out. They're like, this is gonna be bad, and then it is.
And we're
it's-
and we're like, what the fuck?
They sat us next to a window on the sunniest day of the year, and then we were like just sweating, eating fucking.
Okay, the thing they brought you made no sense.
What? Okay,
I didn't even know how to eat it.
So the premise of this restaurant is that there is no waitress, right?
But there was.
Yeah.
No, but you write your own order down on a piece of paper, correct? And then you bring it up.
This dude took our order.
What? Because the one that I went to, because there were two for a while,
Yeah.
right?
This was the one in
Yeah.
On
in
East Street?
Northeast. No,
The one in
right
Northeast
by
is closed
his
now.
house.
Yeah, that one's closed now. I don't know if the other one's still open. Do you? Do you know if the other one's still open? I hope it's not, because it's a very annoying and.
Yeah.
But
Why?
so like you write at the one that I went to, you write your order down and like bring it up to the counter. And so if you need something, you can't get it because they'll just like come and drop your food off. You need to like go up there and flag somebody down and like get them to find your order and add like a side of ranch. Or if something's wrong with your order, like you have no recourse.
So they were like, you know, the thing that we've been doing for centuries now with restaurants. What if we made it worse?
You know,
we
like the
fucked it
main
up?
thing that makes it a restaurant. What if we didn't do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if there was no rest in this orant?
I'm glad that place.
You want me to go back there and fucking cook it myself too?
Pretty much. Did you have to tip? I forget if you tipped at that or if that was like a gratuity thing. You know what I mean?
I think we should get rid of tipping, but I wanna hear what happened at your experience.
I just don't remember what I ordered, but I couldn't figure out how to eat it.
Because it was like, no, he had a valid point. He
That's a
did
valid
throw
point.
a tantrum
Okay.
in public.
Well, because
but
it was like 11 a.m. and I was just hungry, and I was like, I ordered like a sausage burrito or something. It wasn't something insane.
It was like a tortilla on the bottom, but then it was like a bunch of shit piled on top, so you couldn't.
Yeah, it's like a
You couldn't
toast.
pick it up.
Was
I
it
don't
like
think they
really
gave-
hard too,
I don't,
or
yeah, I
was
don't
it
think
like
they gave
soft
me
tortilla?
silverware either.
There was
I
no
just like,
way
what
to
the
eat
fuck?
this.
Just imagine like being.
They
very
gave you like
hungry
a
and
riddle.
hungover.
They gave
Yeah.
you like a
Yeah.
food riddle
Yeah.
to figure out.
It was like it's like if you accidentally went to a fine dining place
Yeah.
and you're like, no, I just wanted a cheeseburger. Man.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, but this is egg yolk and a spaghetti string.
Ryan's
And a-
at
and a
Ryan's at
foam of-
Perkins. He thinks it's a super nice restaurant.
I
just
would.
wanted a burger.
What is this? This is the Fiesta Lime chicken, sir. You're at Applebee's.
Wait, okay, yeah, I'm gonna demand an apology
Okay.
for how much Applebee's he made me eat.
Stupid apology.
And
to
the
demand.
fact that after we broke up, you started eating at real restaurants. And you'd call me and be like, I ate Young Joni today. And I'd be like, so fucking mad.
Yeah, Young Joni's really good.
I
It's
would-
better than Applebee's.
You were like a militant Applebee's.
That was
supporter
all
for
he
a
he
while.
I
wouldn't
was in
eat
a
anything
militia.
else.
I was in the Applebee's militia.
Yeah, you're in the Applebee's 3%er.
I was a lieutenant in the Applebee's militia.
You were patched in.
For a while, you were eating alone at Applebee's.
Yeah, I liked that. That was fun.
That was a good
because
phase.
you would. Here's what you do: you go, and also it's nice to just eat at a restaurant alone every once in a while
It is. I agree with that.
because it makes you feel really independent. At first, you think you're like, oh, it's gonna be sad, and I'm gonna feel like lonely. But then you get there and you're like, oh wait, I can just order whatever I want. And if you sit at the bar,
Like you can't when you're with somebody
yeah,
else.
they're controlling you.
I'm like, yeah, I'll have 12 Fiesta Lime chickens. If I was on a date,
Yeah, keep
if I was on a date, yeah, I want all you can eat Fiesta Lime chicken.
I want you do the Wolf of Wall Street thing. You bring me one every 7 minutes until I slow down, then one every 5 minutes.
Yeah. Here's the thing: if I'm on a date and I say, "Yeah, give me 12 Fiesta Lime chickens," they're going to go, what?
You're going to get a little judgment.
Yeah.
We'll just say that.
Yeah.
You
I'm a
get
small
little
man. I can
judgy.
put some Fiesta Limes down, though.
Yeah.
He's so proud.
But yeah, we'd go to the bar, and then you get to sit and you get to make something up about yourself. Like you're sitting with a bunch of divorced men who are just like, yeah, I'd love it if I could see my damn kid this week. And then you're just like, yeah, me too, man. I work at the packing factory, and my kids said that I molested them, so now I can never.
Do you really do that?
What?
Have you done that before?
Not say that I've molested my kids.
Yeah,
no,
have you really molested your kids before? No, have you made up like
a lady never kisses and tells. Pedophile in corset. A lady never kisses and tells, Your Honor.
But
Wait,
yes.
But absolutely, yes. I did touch him there, yes.
I like
I
this
can't lie
character,
to you.
coy pedophile.
Yeah. Coy Southern pedophile.
Who, me? Did I molest that little boy?
Urkel. Did I do that?
Did I molest
He's in court.
Damn, I'm good. What was the question?
Have you actually done that before? Have you?
Yeah,
like,
you make stuff up.
That's weird,
It's
dude.
nice.
I don't like that.
It's kind of nice because you could just go, or you just say, "Yeah, I don't live around here. I'm just passing through." You'd be vague. You don't come up with like genuinely like, "Yeah, I work at the factory." Or whatever, but you just
there's like a other local comic who I've heard talk about doing that. Who actually, I'm not gonna say who it is, but it's like it's psycho behavior to just.
Wait,
be
they go
like,
to restaurants here?
they'll like it's like if they were talking about being at the airport, like in the lounge and talking with somebody and just completely making up like an entire persona and
is
like
a little
just
bit-
lying.
Here's
in
why,
it.
though.
Sociopath
Here's
It
why.
is.
behavior.
It's like, why do that? Why? First of all, why are you talking to strangers at a bar? Don't do that.
Because it's
Don't-
better than saying I'm a stand-up comedian. Because if you
That's
say you're
true.
a stand-up comedian, all of a
You
sudden
can't
the
say
dynamic
that.
completely
You can't
changes.
ever say that.
But
No.
if you say if you're talking to somebody and they're like, yeah, what are you doing? You just I'm just like passing through.
yeah.
That's it. That's all. You don't need to go into in depth.
It's so much better to do it the other. Like I had this weekend. I was going to. Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys are gonna get so sick.
I went to the club that I was working at, and the door, it was like locked. There was a line out the door, and they like hadn't opened the place yet. And I just stood in line with the people who were in line to get tickets. And
That's stupid.
Why? Well, I didn't want to be like.
Don't do that.
What? Why?
I don't like at CCU, when there's
Yeah.
a line up the stairs,
Yeah.
I'm like, I cannot stand in this line.
No, I know.
You people need to move.
This was weird though because it was like you kind of couldn't. It would have been really kind of
just wait.
awkward. I did.
Yeah,
But it was
not
cold
with
out.
them.
Yeah, I would sit in the car. Probably.
It was like it wasn't that long of a like you guys. What are you guys are just
We
telling
don't
me
like
I'm
to
wrong
be
about
among
this.
the
bullshit.
peasants.
You hang out
But
with
they
them.
didn't know. Like that's what I mean. So you can kind of just. It's better to do that and blend in instead of being like I gotta get to.
In my mind,
I'm on the show.
In my mind, you get on stage and they're like, "That's the guy."
I
from
know,
the
I know, and I told them because I ran into them and they came up to me. They were like, "You, yeah." And I
You
was
were
like,
the
"See,
guy from
I'm-
the Lion,"
I'm
and
a
you're
man
like,
of the people.
I
I
stand
wait in
in
lines
line.
just like you, fucking idiots. You know, and
That's a good line.
yeah.
That's a good line. Grant, that's a good line.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a good line. It was cold out, man. But
How many
yeah,
times do you think I can use this in
Hopefully
this
not.
episode?
Courtney's trying to strangle herself with the mic cord.
Which is a great visual gag
Uh-huh.
to do
The
on a
camera's on,
podcast.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But nobody watches.
yeah,
that.
no, but yeah,
Brenda will see it.
yeah, she
Maybe.
will. Is this gonna trigger Brenda hearing? Because you,
No, my mom liked
Yeah,
that.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, though.
She's liked all my girlfriends, I think, though.
Okay, you didn't need to add that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brenda's easy when it comes to girlfriends.
She's an easy woman. What can I say?
She's a sweetheart.
I don't.
They
think
used to
I
call my
met her.
mom Easy Rider back in the 70s.
That's not cool.
Your mom kind of got around though, right?
I don't think so. She lived in Ely, Nevada, which is a tiny town.
Wasn't she like a cool biker chick?
No, my dad was a cool biker guy, and she was like a tiny town, like
Tiny
little
town.
little hodunk. Oh, the bikers are in town.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo!
She was scared of my dad.
Really?
When she first met him, yeah.
Wait, did she live in Nevada when she met him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, did your dad live in Nevada?
No, he was doing like oil work or some shit. He was like working at a refinery like 30 minutes away, and that's where they would go after the day was off to like just go. There's like a dance hall or some shit.
Yeah. Does your dad like that you're a comedian?
Who knows? He didn't at first, but now he's like... The one thing that really fucking irritated me, this like was like 6 years ago. Courtney probably remembers this because I think we were dating at the time. But I got into Cream City Comedy Festival, which was not a prestigious or big comedy festival at all.
I don't even think it's still a festival, is it?
It may or may not be, but I remember like I did it and it was fine. And then I got home and I like was talking to my dad on the phone, and I was like, "Yeah, it was like a good weekend. I did this festival." And then he was like, "Yeah, Ryan, it's like I always told you. If you believe in yourself and you work hard, things will work out." And I was like, "You never told me that. You tried to make me be a plumber for my entire life up until right now.
This conversation.
You don't get to rewrite our personal history."
He's always said that.
Yeah. No, I believe your dad. What about how's your family feel about it? I know, like.
That my family is insane.
Yeah, and that I don't think you really talk to them that much, but
they like it. But I think my brothers get kind of like, because I talk about my pussy all the time.
Yeah.
They don't care for that.
They don't.
Yeah, it's weird that they don't want to hear their sister talk about just getting railed by crust punks.
Not very feminist of them.
Yeah, they're the sounds like they're the ones who hate women, specifically one woman, specifically the one on this podcast right now.
Yeah.
So we're heroes. I'm gonna try and find a whatchamacallit.
Listener apology.
Yeah. We haven't done one of these in a while.
We haven't.
Sorry.
While you're pulling that up, in lieu of telling you guys where I'll be performing this week, we'll do that at the end. I will tell you some of the song titles I've been writing. These are song titles that I've been writing. The crime of my love for you went unsolved again. Today I was diagnosed with being in love with you today, girl. You just got elected dictator of my heart, baby, and it's a genocide. I was sentenced to death for being found guilty of being in first-degree love with you, sweetie. I feel like there was a school shooting in my heart the first time we kissed at lunch, babe. When I first saw your titties, girl, it was like when Native Americans first saw Spanish ships and they were like, whoa, what even are those things, girl? E equals MC, I love you, baby girl. There's only a few more left here. Oh, girl, you make me feel like God, girl. And you better get 2 of every animal and put them on the ark because, girl, I'm about to flood the whole earth with my love for you. All 42 of those women lied about what I did to them, girl. Come on, you have to believe me, baby, please. I would never gaslight you, girl. You have to be a crazy idiot to believe something that stupid, honey. My heart bought a gun and shot itself in the head today because of how you treated me, girl. Just because I'm the best man in the world doesn't mean I think I'm better than you, girl. Okay. Those are the song titles I've been working on.
Those are really good.
Thank you.
Those are really good.
Maybe we'll do something with them one day.
All right.
Keep an eye out for the We Cool podcast album dropping soon.
It's mostly just titles.
Sounds like a double album. That was a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of songs. Okay. So we're returning to some of our favorite lore, some of our favorite characters.
Quick, how do people submit these apologies?
WeCoolPodcast.com to submit or demand your own anonymous apology. And write these in. We got a couple coming in, but we always need more. We're gonna probably get back to doing these. It felt like we kind of got really loose over the last month or so because Tommy was in town, and we were just a lot of people came through, so we were trying to get a lot of guests on. But we're getting back to the basics now. But Tommy's not here. All right. So we are returning to a presence who has loomed large on the podcast. We'll say that.
Zach.
I owe Zach Kagan an apology. I helped make a public I helped make public a now infamous cup video.
I was just talking about the cup video this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is still circulating. These rumors
Fresh in
will
our
not
hearts and
die.
minds.
It was the biggest thing to happen in Minneapolis comedy
Yeah.
in like a year.
Yeah.
This was
other
Zach
than
Kagan's.
Michael Che coming, it was like
Yeah.
Zach with
It
the
was right
cups.
up
Yeah.
Michael Che, Zach when he fucked up the cup.
Zach when he knocked over the cups, honestly, that had more of an impact on my day-to-day life.
And you would go anywhere for like 2 weeks and people would be like, did you hear about Zach?
In a lot of ways, it made the comedy community kind of come together as one.
Yeah.
You know, it
Against
felt like
Zach.
it felt like there was a lot of love and kinship.
Yeah.
In the aftermath of Zach and the cups.
So
The cup, we call it Cup 9/11.
And in my version of the cups, like the water thing just fell on top of him.
Yeah.
And his legs are up in the air.
like
and
a
he's,
turtle.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like a turtle. Yeah.
Well, that's the version I heard, so I don't know any other
The old
version than that.
I-35 cup collapse.
So, I mean, just right off the bat, I don't think whoever this is really does need to apologize, but we'll see where they go with this. But I helped make public a now infamous cup video and made fun of Zach for his Mr. Magoo style antics. After listening to the episode with Zach as a guest, I regret and apologize for mocking him over this. I did not realize there were so many other things I could have been making fun of him for instead.
Did he specify any of the?
No, I don't know. He didn't specify.
Just
but
left
if
that
maybe
up to the
all of us could
imagination.
come up with an example, maybe.
Maybe we shouldn't. Just based on.
What to make fun of Kagan for.
I mean, maybe we should apologize to Zach for that
I think
episode
that's
that
fair.
we did with
Yeah.
with Mike Lester.
I would absolutely, Zach. I am sorry that we had you on with Mike. We had no idea Mike would treat you like that. We thought,
Dude, you were getting some digs in too, man.
yeah, but those were fair play digs. all right, Zach. I'll apologize for the things that I said, even though they always got a laugh.
And I would like to demand an apology from
Okay.
Zach from the time that we went to Ground Zero.
Okay.
And I lent him $20 and
Yes.
he refused to pay me back
And
Nina?
why did he do that?
because I left.
Yes. Yeah.
Because he left. He left.
No, I
No.
left.
Oh, you left.
So we get in there and we're like, this
It was
sucks.
bunk. It was totally-
They weren't doing any bondage. So
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I don't want to stay here. So I left. That doesn't mean
They were
he-
untying people. They're like, get out. No.
none of that here.
Normal sex or nothing.
Vanilla.
Face to face. Don't move.
Missionary, keep your tops on.
Lights off, tops on. That's our rules now.
Does Nina know about this?
I don't know if Nina knows about
She
this.
will now because she listens to the podcast. Nina, you better talk to Zach about
Oh,
this.
also, oh man, Tommy's not here. He would be interested to hear this. Nina submitted a video to the podcast of her eating 5 saltines in under a minute.
Really?
Yes.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Well, so maybe we can.
Shout out Nina.
Yeah.
Is
yeah.
that a thing that you're not supposed to be able to do?
You
I
shouldn't
can't
be able
believe
to eat
we
like
shouldn't
more
even be
than
talking
3.
about this with Tommy not here because
Yeah.
it's his plan
Well,
to make $1 million.
I told him about it, I thought, didn't I?
No, I don't think so. I think he
Dude,
came
it's
up with
crazy
this.
how my brain works. I hear something and I'm like, yep.
That was my idea.
Yeah.
That was my. Oh,
He does
Tommy's
that with
idea.
everything.
Yeah, that was my idea. I remember now.
That was my idea.
Oh, that thing Tommy made up? My idea, yeah.
In his brain, he's just coming up with every idea, and
Yeah.
every other person is silent.
Yeah.
Well, or then they take my idea. They take my idea.
Yeah. Zach, I mean, we love Zach. That episode, I think it made some of the listeners a little bit uncomfortable, actually,
We told you that
how
episode was
train
gonna be-
wrecked Zach got.
That episode was unlistenable.
Zach got fucking bodied.
My mom got mad. My
Yeah.
mom didn't like that episode.
Yeah. There were other people who were like, damn.
She
It was
said,
like,
here's a direct quote from my mom. I can't stand the way that Mike Lester sounds. And I felt bad for Zach. I stopped listening after 15 minutes.
yeah. Yeah,
So-
I guess so we can apologize to Brenda. I feel like I was kind of advocating for Zach a little bit here and there, but okay, can we be honest? Zach was just laying on his back for all the
He was
he's
high.
Like,
Yeah, he was like stoned. He
Mike
was-
tricked
Did
him
you
into
guys
getting
get him
high.
stoned?
Mike did.
We didn't, yeah.
Mike is so basically what happened, and this is why we had this podcast, is because we all know that Mike has been doing psychological warfare on Zach for
years.
Yeah, years and years now. And we thought it would be funny to mine a little comedy out of that. And it was. It was hilarious.
It's funny in the moment.
Showcasing basically an abusive relationship between two friends and podcasters. I don't know. Some people got uncomfortable by it.
If you were triggered by that, you're a fucking piece of shit.
We're going to do another one.
Why can't we just have them separate? Like, what if we have
We've
Zach
done that.
on, and then we have Mike on later, and then we could go.
We've
Mike,
had them both
Zach
on
said
twice.
This.
I think we've had them both on 2 times, at least.
I don't think we should ever have them on again at the same time. I'm going to be honest with you.
You guys
I really
could do
don't.
it like Maury style, where you have one of them
This-
out here, and then
The
you're like,
only
well, I
time-
have a surprise.
Here's-
Mike is in the back.
Okay.
He's been listening.
Here's the only time we're ever going to have both of them on.
Okay.
At a live show.
Oh my god, I feel
At
like
a
that's
live
an
show,
even.
and then we can truly just do it as Maury.
How about this, listeners? Write in your thoughts on that episode. If
I don't
you
think
had
they're
any.
gonna wanna hear another one.
I just want to know. I want to know if I'm missing the mark here, or if
You're not
you're
even.
correct about
You're not
this.
even. Brother, you're not even. Are you missing the mark? You're not even missing the Fred. You're not even missing the Frank.
The what?
The Frank.
Frank?
Sure, talk about missing the mark. You're not even missing the Frank.
Is Frank the opposite of Mark?
It just goes down the line. You got,
What
you
comes
got
to mind?
Mark, Fred, Frank, Jeff, Jared, Stinky, Sleepy.
Oh yeah, these are the dwarves.
Wakey,
Wakey, bakey,
Yeah. Snaky.
cornflakey. That's
Jakey.
it. No, that's all of them.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, that was stupid. That was stupid that I.
Shut up, dude.
How has it
That's
only
all-
been
that's all of
40
them.
minutes?
Feels endless.
That's a podcast for you. I don't know. Yeah.
That's a podcast for you. folks.
That's a podcast.
When even the hosts are like, when's this going to be over?
Imagine being a listener.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I think we do owe Zach an apology. I mean, clearly, like, you and Mike and Tommy probably a little bit owe Zach an apology. I mean, it was my idea. It was
I
my
don't think you're getting
brainchild.
off
But
scot-free. No.
what did I do? I was a good.
You were there.
I was there. Yes, that's true.
Your Honor, I did not kill that man, but I was there, and I didn't do anything.
That's the Seinfeld law.
What's that?
When they watched that crime happen but didn't intervene.
Yeah.
You're
That's
still
why
an
they went-
accessory.
That's why they went to prison.
You're
Like
Grant, your little earring ass. You were a fucking accessory.
I thought
brother.
I thought you were talking about the thing that's actually based on.
What is that based on?
It's based on a woman getting like I think killed in the street in New York, and a bunch of people were watching it from like their
was her
apartments,
name?
and
Cindy?
nobody called the cops.
What was her name?
And it was like
Whoa.
hundreds of people watched it happen.
That's dark.
Cindy Lauper or something.
No,
Yes.
it's not Cindy Lauper. Idiot.
No, I'm pretty sure it was. No, shut up. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's the Cindy Lauper, that LAW.
You know what's crazy
Yeah.
is if she did that in the middle of a New York street, sang that song,
Everybody
many people would stop her and would go, "Hey, Lee, shut up!
Somebody kill this broad.
Was
Somebody
Cindy
stab her."
was Cindy
Jenny
Lauper
something? Jenny Genovese, I think.
Genovese?
Genovese.
Genovese.
Kitty Genovese, I think, is her name.
Oh, so she was Italian?
I think so.
Oh, yeah,
dude.
I know what
Kitty's
case
Law.
you're talking about, but I didn't know there
So
was a
that-
law based on
I
that.
think it was like after that. It was you can be
Kitty Genovese, yep.
Oh, yeah, because she, like, screamed and,
yeah,
like...
and it went on
yeah,
for a while.
there was a whole thing.
Jesus
That was a
Christ.
long time ago.
I think it was in the 70s or something, wasn't it?
I thought it was older than that.
It happened 1964.
Oh my god. It sounds like the people in the other room are having so much more fun than us. We're just like looking up scary rape cases and talking about how Zach is in an abusive relationship.
Wait, did we just compare what happened to Zach to this, by the way?
Yes, I think we did.
Yeah, it's crazy that nobody did nothing to save that girl or Zach, but I guess that's just human nature, folks.
They got to start legislating podcasts. They really do. It's yeah, okay. Well, Zach, you're an easy target, buddy. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. Like you
What
gotta,
a
you gotta.
horrible apology.
No. Well, because the
It's
apology.
kind of your
Zach,
fault,
no,
Zach.
but Zach, this pains me to say it.
You shouldn't
But
address-
you're an easy target,
shouldn't
you rube.
Shouldn't address that way. You have been telling him to dress better. We've all been telling him to dress better.
I've
for
offered
a
to take
long
him
time.
shopping.
Yeah,
Nina's been
You
trying to
gave
help
him
too.
a jacket.
I gave him a
two
jacket.
jackets,
Two
if I'm not
jackets. 2 for
mistaken.
1.
Yeah.
Did you give him the same jacket twice?
No, I still have one.
So you didn't give him
That's
two.
the funny part.
You've been telling people you gave him two.
I know.
Well, I gave him 2, but I had one jacket twice.
Wait,
Because
I had 2 of one
several
jacket.
years ago
What?
for Christmas, he made me order him this jacket from China, and they accidentally.
took months
It took
to arrive.
forever. I think you got it. Oh, that was the big Christmas fight.
Was my jacket didn't come.
Yeah,
No,
You guys-
the big Christmas
Oh,
fight.
now we're getting into
The big
it.
Christmas
Yes.
fight was that I wanted to open a single gift on Christmas
because
Eve.
your jacket had not arrived yet.
Okay. So what? And all you got him was one single gift. Is that what I'm?
Because his gift wasn't there yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Courtney, something happens to Courtney. She turns into Christmas Hitler.
I do.
She's very
yeah.
tyrannical about Christmas.
Really?
You
I
go,
am, yeah.
What?
You go,
Yeah.
hey,
That
let's,
doesn't even make sense.
I know.
Because you like evil shit.
and she was a Jehovah's
Actually, maybe
Witness.
it does.
She
Yeah.
was raised a Jehovah's Witness.
And
She
that's
didn't
why I
even-
like Christmas so much, because like this is like my,
Yeah.
It was the
Hence
only
Christmas.
one. Wait. Yeah, because you don't do Christmas as a
Yeah.
Jehovah's.
Oh,
So I started-
knowing that pisses me off more because a lot of people open a gift on Christmas Eve.
It's true. One gift.
It's a thing.
No,
A
It
lot
was-
of times it's pajamas.
Or just whatever you pick out from the tree. But that's luck of the draw.
No. You
Yeah.
can't just pick one at
Well,
rando.
if it's too good, then you go, maybe not.
Or is it
Maybe save that one until
is it your stocking? When are you supposed to do
Some
the
people do
stocking?
that.
You do morning, Christmas morning, because Santa brought the presents for the stocking. Santa.
Like how you're talking like this is like everybody knows this. Right? Everybody.
Well, I'm inventing my own lore. Okay?
I like it. I like it. So I like how you.
I'm
guys-
just saying,
the
in the
big
future-
Christmas fight.
It's
It was
legendary.
a huge Christmas fight. I drove
Can you
away
walk us through it?
Honestly, both of us don't really remember.
I
Were,
remember.
were you guys drunk?
No, it was Christmas morning. Well, I remember the nights.
So?
It started the night before Christmas, all through the house. Not a
Not
creature
a
was-
Chinese package had arrived.
Not even a mouse. I remember the fight started in the evening of Christmas Eve evening. It started
Yeah.
on Christmas evening, and then it carried over into Christmas Day. And I remember I drove off and didn't come back
Yeah.
until later in the day.
I don't know if you ever came back.
I think I came back later in the day.
Yeah, he ruined Christmas. I had like a whole brunch
Oh,
thing
what?
planned.
I was mad.
Yeah.
So why were you so mad? What
I don't know, I
got
was
you?
like
Because-
24. Just like didn't know how to be in a relationship.
Yeah, and he couldn't open his gift, which was only a pair of socks.
So
You remember? It was like
why not just let him?
socks with like a pot leaf on it or something.
Can you imagine getting after you have this day-long fight? You open those. You open the present,
It's the dumbest thing you've
and
ever
everybody's just sad as fuck. It's just
That's
like,
why I was like, you don't want to open this gift. That's all it is.
okay, so
What did I get you?
Probably some trousers.
a nice pair of slacks,
Pair of men's jeans, Wranglers.
Dockers.
Yeah, I saw a Brett Favre Wrangler commercial. I was like, Courtney would love that.
She loves pickup football games
And a nice pair of tan pants.
A pair of
and
hot
some
pink
boots from
pants.
Target.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of our legendary arguments.
So I'm still trying to like actually gather what happened. So you
So,
wanted to open a present on Christmas
Christmas
Eve.
Eve.
Courtney said no. Why did you say no? Why not just let
Because
him open the
that's all
socks?
it
Just the
was the
socks.
sock.
What's
So then he wouldn't have anything to open the next day.
Okay, all right. And what were you saying? I
was
don't
probably
care.
saying, I can handle it. Let me open it. Let me
Clearly,
open the
you
one
couldn't.
gift.
You were gonna go even more ballistic the next day, like watching Courtney
No, it
open her
wasn't. I don't think it was
pants.
a big blow up.
What did you get me?
Fuck knows.
I don't even know if you got me anything. I got a bunch of gifts from Brenda.
I surely
Shout
got
out
you
to Brenda. She got me
Surely I got you
a singing bowl.
What's a singing bowl?
It's like one of those Tibetan like metal
Oh,
bowl.
to do like a noise bath?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some good socks, I think.
Uh-huh.
Some
Who cares? This is so long ago. So bullshit.
It was a legendary fight. That fight and Old Bananas.
Old Bananas, I showed you.
I like
this is something I will demand an apology for.
All right, see, we're getting to it.
Dude, this is how good our fights are, is that they have titles.
Yeah, they have names.
Here's
they
the
have,
thing.
like,
The Great Betrayal,
they have
too.
They have taglines.
Wait, what was the Great Betrayal?
Oh, we were gonna...
I went to like a restaurant or something that
we were gonna go to.
Together.
Yeah, but I went alone or with someone else.
Yeah, and that was the Great Betrayal.
That's so perfect because that is something that you would have this line about. You know, you have particular things where you might not know you're crossing a line with Ryan until you're well beyond it, and it's something you would never imagine somebody would.
Okay, first
Well, there was the Great Betrayal, and then immediately after that, you went to a movie with someone that we were supposed to see together, and then pretended you hadn't seen that movie.
You've done that multiple times. You did that with me because you don't loop in people on these lies.
Well, I want to see the movie and someone isn't available, and then I've promised, I'll see the movie with
No,
you.
this specific thing because you told Courtney you hadn't seen The Northman, and we went and saw it, and I brought it up. This has happened so many times between between us three because
needs to
for
stop
the listeners,
bringing you into our
for
fights.
the listeners, Courtney and I work together a lot. We produce a lot of shows together. We have for
That's
a while.
what they're calling it nowadays.
You're on the show tonight.
Yeah.
We'll pay you for that show.
I
It's gonna be cool. But there's been like so many times where we'll be together. I will reference something that me and Ryan have discussed,
that you
and
think
Courtney's
is totally
like,
innocent.
And I have no idea. And Courtney's like, "What the fuck, Ryan?" and Ryan's like, "Dude, you what the fuck, Grant?" It's like,
It's Grant's fault.
Why would you say that?
Dude, it's the exact thing. We saw The Northman together, and I did that, and you were like mad at me for bringing it up.
And
to
honestly,
Courtney.
that movie was just fine.
Yeah, it was.
not good.
Yeah, it was.
And I saw it
very
twice.
mid. Because you did end up going together. See, I don't. This is what I don't get. Why the lie? Why the lie? It's so much more
I don't
work.
know.
She's going to be mad either way.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to go see the movie twice if I want to see it.
Okay,
I'm going to go see it first.
Do you want to tell him, first of all, what was the
Old
Great
Bananas.
Betrayal?
Well-
And then we need to talk about Old Bananas.
Okay, the Great Betrayal. I only vaguely remember. I think we've kind of summarized it. But yeah, we were supposed to... Was it? I think it was
What if
food.
it was
Was
Applebee's?
it, was
It's
it when I
Applebee.
ordered Buca de Beppo to
It
my
was
house?
food related, yes. Because, we were going to get... we were going to go to DiGidio's.
Oh,
And then
you see, this is.
here's why. Here's why.
He
now I remember.
loves DiGidio's.
Because
Yes.
here's the thing. A week before this happened, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to order some spaghetti or some shit. And she was like, you can't because then you won't want to eat spaghetti when we go to DiGidio's. Then, come to find out, she had done that for her, I'm pretty sure.
But did you still want to go to DiGidio's or
Yeah.
no?
I still would have. I love spaghetti. I still would have.
So what's the? I don't understand
It was the Great
how that
Betrayal.
turned into a fight.
He was so mad.
It's the Great
I
Betrayal.
was eating Buca de Beppo at my own house.
Yep. The Great Betrayal.
Which, first of all, it's not a delivery food either.
No.
Why did I do that?
Spaghetti can hold up okay. It reheats all right.
Yeah.
Was it spaghetti?
It was like a rigatoni.
Is that like a big guy?
Yeah.
Like a big fat boy?
Yeah, it's like a round,
Like a nice round guy.
nice round fella.
I see. I'm envious. Are you like that? Like, would you get in somebody's face? But you are, right?
What?
This is. I kind of feel like why these things blew up so much between you guys is because you're similar in that regard. Is that see for me, and I think for most normal people, this would happen, and you would go, yeah, it's all right. You know, we'll still go to DiGidio's. And we probably won't talk about this ever again in our lives, you know,
Yeah, that's boring.
because you're allowed
That's
to,
boring.
because we are both adults, and you are allowed to get spaghetti. You're allowed to get spaghetti, and you know, I could maybe be a little miffed by it, but we're still gonna go get a nice spaghetti, or we could get tacos.
No,
this week.
because here's the
Like,
thing.
this is
Here's
the
the
type-
thing. Shut up, Grant. Because once you've ordered spaghetti preemptively and not waited for us to get
What's the
spaghetti.
timeline of this?
Wait,
Is this
just
days
wait, just
before?
wait.
Is this
But
same day?
Once you
No, it wasn't even the same day.
once you've preemptively got spaghetti, you have potentially sabotaged me getting spaghetti now later this week.
Because I've satiated my spaghetti need.
So now what happens? Friday comes. Big spaghetti day for me. I'll give you a co-op. You go, I can't tell you why, but I just don't.
See, this
I'm just
is
not
exactly
in the mood
like
for
you guys
spaghetti.
just make these fucking smoke and mirror arrangements, cloak and dagger for no reason. Like,
And in the moment, no one thinks it's silly.
no.
Like we're gonna kill each other
Yeah.
over spaghetti or like pot leaf socks.
I honestly am. I'm a little bit envious of that because I'm a person who will just kind of like I'll just roll with anything. Like when people when I do.
That's why you're weak, Grant.
It kind of is. No, it is.
But
That's also why I have good working relationships with most of the people in my life.
I have good working relationships with everyone. Don't ever cross me when it comes to spaghetti.
Should not order buka.
Also, you guys had a very precarious working relationship for quite a while.
Oh yeah, we had to like be separated.
I had to. Yeah, I couldn't deal. I was getting in the
you were
fucking
like our
crossfire.
son.
I was just like I was sitting here just
shared
that's
custody.
true.
Okay, let's talk about old bananas.
All right, here we go.
Old bananas began as I learned about old bananas. I learned what old bananas used to look like before we got our hands on them. Right. I show this to Courtney one night. We're in bed.
So
I go.
Can you elaborate, or are you going to elaborate on
Can
what
we
that is?
we should
So
describe what bananas.
I think I know what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Bananas used to have big seeds in them. And
like pumpkin seeds?
Like black seeds.
They were like
mostly
short,
seeds,
and they were like big seeds in there.
And they didn't taste like bananas now.
They looked like a 55-year-old man's penis.
Okay.
That's what they used to look like in
yeah.
terms of
Good.
length
Got it.
and girth, right? Very girthy.
And texture.
Yep, like an Italian man's penis.
Uh-huh.
And so I find out about this. I go, hey, this is pretty cool. And it's a list, because a list came up of old-timey foods. Here's what foods used to look like before we messed them up. So I show Courtney. I go, Courtney, this is what bananas used to look like. She goes, oh, that's crazy. Then, like 3 weeks later, we're like talking. Yep.
I had been listening to last podcast, and I just re-listened to these episodes, and it triggered why I said that, because Ben Kissel brought up what bananas used to look like, and then I Googled it and said, holy shit, that's crazy.
And then Courtney messages
And this is
me.
after you had told her
Yes.
this. Okay.
And then Courtney messages me and goes, Ryan, you'll never guess what bananas used to look like. And I thought she was like doing a bit.
Gaslighting.
Yes.
I was probably so stoned that I forgot you showed me them
Yeah,
in the
but I have
first
a very
place.
vivid. What frustrated me is she stuck to. She was like, "No, I just showed you this," and I was like, "I don't remember a lot of things. I have a very vivid memory to this day of going, this is what bananas."
And I still remember learning about old bananas from Ben Kissel
From the
mentioning
first
it.
time?
Yes.
See, and that's why as a man in a relationship, you should never try to teach your girlfriend anything, because she'll pretend she learned about it somewhere else.
You're doing Inception.
And she'll hold that against you somehow. She'll be mad about it.
And that, again, was a huge argument.
That was a huge fight. That argument was one that we would go back to. We would be having a different argument, and then all of a sudden I would go, and I fucking showed you old bananas, by the way.
It's so funny that you guys dated for as long as you did. Like, how long were you?
And we
also,
we
you
lived
didn't know
that
you
way.
weren't dating for a while.
I didn't know. Yeah,
Let's not get into that.
that's a real one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah,
damn.
and that was just how I lived my life for like a good year and a half.
Yeah. I just remember
constant.
it's 2 of the best years of Courtney's life.
I remember the last night we were all together before the pandemic hit. That was a big fight too. That was
legendary.
That was the first. That was a crazy night. It was the first time I hosted Fair State with you, Courtney. It was when you gave it up and you did a set on the show, and we went to Grumpy's afterwards, and like all of us blacked out.
And everyone was there. It was all of us and all of the staff from Fair State.
Yeah, and
like like we didn't
And the
arrange
other
it. It's just
comics,
like
we just went
everyone
there.
happened to be there.
Yeah.
It's almost as if the universe knew
Yeah, that
something horrible was about to happen.
Also, I'll demand an apology from you, Courtney, because I recall, I think like February 2020 or even maybe March, it was like we were at my Tiki show and we were talking about COVID-19, and you were a person who was like, it's nothing. It's gonna blow over. I'm in the medical industry. This is nothing to worry about. Chinese hoax, blah, blah,
That's what
blah.
they were telling us at work. Because they were like, we don't want people asking for masks.
Yeah.
So,
oh, shit. Because then, then.
Yeah, so
that
they told us
actually
it
was
wasn't
some
a big
fucking
deal.
bullshit.
Yeah.
But I was walking
would you
around
guys-
being like, hey, Courtney, Courtney says it's chill, so like, we're good.
Would you guys
know?
mind going home and telling your stupid friends that nothing's going to happen with this and it's not a big deal?
that's what I thought. And then one night, Ellie sits me down at Corner Bar and she's like, no, this is a big deal. And when Ellie did that, I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. When Ellie goes full mom mode on you gotta listen.
Yeah.
You gotta listen.
I think you tried to tell me that COVID was going to be a big thing.
Yeah, and I called you and I was like, you need to go get some groceries. And you're like, nah, I'll just order in.
And I did.
Spaghetti.
And I did.
$7,000 worth. You know about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every person in the world was like, do not take out a $7,000 loan.
And I showed him. I showed them all.
For what reason?
You got to pay back like whatever lump sum you have left. Pay that towards the loan. Just give it pay it back.
Do you have any money left?
Oh, I spent it all
Yeah,
on Uber
shut up.
Eats.
You definitely have some left, don't
Right,
you?
I have $50 in my account right now.
He got a $500 vacuum, and then the rest was Uber Eats, right?
Yeah. That's about right, yeah.
If you have any of that lump sum, you should put it back towards
Yeah,
it
you
in
don't
one
have it.
payment.
You should get a new loan
I got a lump
to pay off that
shit.
loan.
That's smart. I got a lump sum in my fucking balls.
You got some lumps in your
I got
balls.
some lumps in my balls. Hell yeah, give me some on that. dog.
Wait,
let's go.
I think we need to go back to this argument
What?
after the last fair state before
Okay.
COVID.
Yeah. It was like that was a fucked up night. I mean,
That was a
it was
fucked
like
up
it
night.
was one of those nights where it like starts really fun and then it's just evil all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Like
it turned
everything
sinister.
spiraled really
Yeah.
I
fast.
don't remember this night at
I-
all.
We
I genuinely do not remember this
So it was
it was really cold. I remember that. It
Okay.
was so cold.
yeah. So it must have been March. It must have been the first Sunday in
Yeah, it
March.
was the
Call
first
night
Sunday in
evil,
March.
It makes it sound like we were all on mushrooms or something.
It was.
That's
it
what
was
the
dark.
vibe
There
actually
was. a
was
dark
because like we
energy.
were like because you were still drinking and like we were with Maddock who was also still drinking
Mm-hmm.
and Daniel Williams who is a wild card. He will fan the flames of anything
does,
that's
yeah.
going on around him and
How old are you?
and then yeah I like didn't remember getting home that night. Daniel gave me a ride. So that's what that Daniel must have been sober, just like fucking pulling strings.
a
But you
puppet
guys
master.
ended up. I know you guys.
We
ended
got
up,
in a huge argument. First of all, I was like, we were not even together at all. I was seeing somebody else, and we were arguing via text about how I thought Joe Biden was better than Hillary Clinton, and he
Oh
said,
my
no way.
God.
And he liked Hillary Clinton. Okay. So that I was having a huge text
with
argument.
your partner at the time.
He was like a guy I was seeing.
Okay,
I wouldn't
all
say
right,
partner. So I was fighting with him on
That
the
was
phone.
too
And I was
too harsh
fighting
of a
with
term.
you in real life, and I have no idea what it was
I
about.
don't even remember this night.
But I still had to give you a ride back to your car. So
yeah.
we're screaming at each other, like, and we get in the car, and I drive you back to your car.
It's like 5 blocks away. Just driving drunk as fuck.
I know. And then we're standing in the middle of Central Avenue, just screaming at each other in like the empty road.
I do not remember this at all.
And then we went home, and it was
And we
COVID.
drove home. Yeah, then COVID happened like that week.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You don't remember any of
So,
that?
do you even remember what the fight was about?
No.
Yeah. Oh, so that's epic. That's what drinking will do to you, though. You'll have fights about nothing and like lose your train of thought during the fight.
But you know you're mad.
I know, and you can't let it go either.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That was the majority of dating Courtney. Is fighting. She would forget what the fight was about, but she would know she was mad.
Uh-huh.
And you can't win an argument at that point.
No.
Once
It's hard
she's
enough
forgotten
to it's hard
what
enough
the
to
argument's
win one
about.
at the beginning. Even when you do win one, it
As a-
doesn't feel like you won.
No.
But like
As a guy, I think I won one argument in our entire. Courtney was probably 352-1.
when you win an argument as a guy in a relationship, you don't get to celebrate.
No.
It just like
For 5 seconds,
you're
though?
still in trouble.
For 5
like, it's
You are
worse.
still
It's
in trouble.
worse that you won.
But for 5 seconds, you do feel like you just landed the Apollo
Yeah,
mission.
there
You know
is
what I
like
mean? Where you're
there's a
like,
moment of silence.
I just did the
There's a moment of
impossible.
silence
Yeah.
that's like the end of Inception where
Yeah.
the thing's still spinning and you don't. Yeah, and it's like, and then that just is like, oh, now she's more mad at me because
Because normally when she wins a fight, I have to stop being mad at her. But for some reason, when I win the
doesn't
fight,
work that way.
she gets even angrier. Now
Yeah,
the
I
fight's
had-
about me winning the
I had
fight.
one of those when I had like there was some. It was like a thing of like, well, we always do things that you're interested in and never things that I'm interested in. Like this was it. My girlfriend was like, we always like go to concerts and stuff like you like to. And I was like, the concert, and she brought up a specific one and I was like, you invited me to that concert. That was your idea. You wanted me to go to it.
Oh,
And then it was just
shit.
like, boop. And it was just like over. And then it was just like, well, all right, I guess I am gonna go I guess I'll leave the house now, like, because
You still have to get out of there.
we're never gonna address
Honestly,
what just happened.
as a guy,
right
here's
there.
what you got to do: you win the fight, you leave the house, and you savor that moment. And then
you go get a spaghetti dinner.
go get a spaghetti dinner, and you listen to
you drink a whole bottle of red wine.
Yeah, and you listen to
Garcon.
and you're drunk and you're driving and you're listening to "We Are the Champions" by Queen.
I'm getting a carton of smokes, fucking relapsing on everything. We're doing mushrooms.
Yeah. And then you come home and you start crying, and that's how you win an argument.
You come home and you're still in trouble
Yes,
because you did a bad thing.
by winning.
Yeah, dude,
Oh man.
that's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we finally got around to it. We cracked you guys open a little bit. We solved some stuff here.
Yeah, we did get some good stuff out, and I'm glad that our fights made good content later.
They're memorable.
It's almost
I like how they
worth
have
it.
names.
We did name them.
I like how they have names like
The Great Betrayal,
like TV shows,
Old
like a sitcom.
Bananas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Those were sagas.
Yeah.
All right, gang. Thanks for listening to this episode.
Yeah. Tommy will be back next week. He's homeless right now. I
Shout out
think.
to Tommy.
Shout out to Tommy and all of the other homeless people in the world.
who are listening to this podcast. Just you.
Should we crowdfund some money for Tommy or?
No. He's fine. If he would have
It's
showed
not
up,
a money thing. It's not a money thing.
Okay.
it's a Tommy thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This weekend, you can catch me and Grant different nights at Sisyphus Brewing opening.
I'll be here on Saturday night. I think I'll do a guest.
Not if I can say anything about it.
You're gonna
Friday
step
and
in and say
Saturday,
no.
Mike Racina's here. He's very funny. Check him out. Check out his podcast. One of us will be hosting each night. I'll be there Saturday. Grant will be here Friday.
I will also be there
I'm
Saturday.
glad you guys remember because I lost all of my booking notes.
What?
Yeah, they're all gone.
Why don't you just look at the calendars that you have filled in?
Because it's gone.
What do you mean?
It's all
Oh
gone.
shit! What the
I
fuck?
lost everything.
Oh
Okay,
Christ!
I'm gonna keep promoting here.
Okay.
Friday, the week that this comes out, if you live near La Crosse, I will be at the Main in La Crosse featuring. That's going to be a great show.
Oh, that is fun.
The 16th, Monday, January 16th, is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so I will be observing that.
Kiss a black person that day with
Kiss me, I'm
consent.
black.
With consent.
Is that too much, you think, to get a shirt that says "Kiss me, I'm black"? For Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
Day?
I think it is. I do think it is. Is that it? That's what you got?
That's what I got in the near future. I'll be headlining the Plus soon too.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
talk about that as it nears.
I have Courtney. You got any dates coming up?
I don't know what the venue is for that
Okay.
one or that one.
All right. Do you know
Or that one.
Do you know the general area of the country?
Yeah, I'll
Midwest?
be at a brewery,
Okay.
and then I'll be in Mankato, and then
You can catch Courtney at a brewery. We don't know what day because she didn't say.
Just
and we
go
don't
to a
know
brewery.
What city.
Go to a brewery.
Go to a brewery. Courtney may be performing there.
and then I'll be in La Crosse, and then I'll be in Atlanta.
Wait, lacrosse. Where are you at in lacrosse?
I don't know.
The Plus?
When? Are you just?
No, that's not. Oh my God.
And then I'm going to Duluth. That's not for comedy.
Personal
You
trip.
got to tell people dates.
Follow Courtney to Duluth.
Yeah, I guess follow. She doesn't. I don't think you post your shows either.
I'm the worst. Just follow me on Instagram.
Good luck finding
Coco Baka 6669.
Nice. Yeah, follow Courtney on Instagram. Good follow. I'm gonna be at Sisyphus this weekend. You guys should come to that. I know a lot of you are fans of Mike Racine. Come out, show them some love. Let's move some tickets.
Pick a night. Come to Saturday.
Yeah, I will be there on Saturday.
Grant
as
will
well.
not be here on Saturday. Saturday is when the wolves come out.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be headline. No, January 20th. Shut up. January 20th, I'm at Torg Brewing in Spring Lake Park. January 21st, I'll be at Sisyphus doing the People of Comedy show.
Oh, I'm on that show.
January 30th, I'm headlining the Moose, baby. We're going back to the Moose.
Christ.
I hope you don't get shot.
And then February 3rd and 4th, I'm going to be featuring at Laugh Camp for Zanabe Johnson, I believe her last name is. Those should be good shows.
Heck of a swing on that name.
And
I think it's right.
Me and Grant are going on tour, baby.
Yeah, we're going to go on a little tour. That's coming up in March. And we'll be in Denver.
We're going to be in
Des Moines, Omaha, Eau Claire. Doing a nice little run. Fort Collins. So, follow along for that stuff. And write in apologies to the podcast, wecoolpodcast.com. Anything else, folks?
Courtney, you got anything else?
No. Thanks for having me, gang.
Yeah, thanks
This
for coming on.
wasn't
This is
as
long
As bad
overdue.
as I thought it was.
Long
gonna be.
overdue.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Fucking. God damn it. Bye.